Welcome to another free tutorial brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to open an external file using the shell function to run a program like WordPad or Word or Excel or Notepad to open up a file from your Access database. Okay, here's the database I have set up. It's got basic customer information, their picture, their address, and down here I have a subform with a list of file attachments. Now these attachments are not stored in the database. I strongly recommend that you don't store file attachments in your databases. Yes, there's an attachment data type, but attachments stored inside your database file make your database get really big and bloated and slow and prone to problems, and I don't like doing them. So what I do is I set up an attachments folder. In this particular case, it's located on my C drive, C attachments. I just copy the files there, and then I store a path to them here in my database. So now I can just simply double click, and then Notepad opens up and displays that attachment for me. If I have a picture, for example, here's rick.jpg, I can double click, and there it is. It opens up in Windows Photo Viewer, and I'm all set. So how do I do that? Well, there are a couple of different ways to handle this depending on how you want to go about it. If you know the program type that opens up that kind of a file, for example, TXT you want to open with Notepad, then you can use the shell function to open up Notepad and give it that file name. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. If you don't know the program type that opens a particular kind of file and you want to let Windows handle that, then I cover that with a different function in my full seminar, the Opening Other Programs seminar. There's a link to it right there. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes as well. Now I've got this database set up so I can just simply double click on something here and it opens right up in the external program. But I don't want to go through all the event handling and stuff that I've covered in the full class. So I'm just going to show you how to do this with a button. It's real simple. Design View. Grab a command button from your toolbox and drop it right over here. Cancel the wizard that pops up and you get a button that says like Command 13 on it or something. Right click, Build Event, pick Code Builder, and then the VBA editor opens up. I'm in Command 13 click. What that says doesn't matter. Just come right in here, and all you have to type is shell. That's the name of the function we're going to use to open up another program. The path name and file name that you're trying to open. In my case, it's C:\attachments\note1.txt. That's the file I want to open, comma, the Windows style. Now the default is hide, but I don't want hide. I want normal focus. So pick VB normal focus. That means open up a normal sized window that has the focus. In other words, it's in the foreground, and display it for me. Now shell by itself can't just open a file like that. You have to tell it what program to use. So right before the file name there, type in notepad.exe. Notepad comes with Windows. It's a simple little text editor. And it opens up text files, TXT. So it's going to be shell notepad.exe, a space, make sure you have that space there, and then the full path and file name that you're trying to open. And don't forget your VB normal focus. Save that. Switch back over to your form. I'm going to save this. I'm going to close it and then reopen it again. And now click on your button. And there's Notepad. And that's it. That's how you can open up a program and display a file using the shell function. Now that is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many different ways to open up different programs. Again, there's other functions you can use. There's a lot of other techniques. I cover them in my Opening Other Programs seminar. And yeah, I tried to find a better name for this, but I really couldn't, and that's the best name I could come up with. I show you how to open other programs. I'll show you how to set up the customer form we built here, a subform where you can have an unlimited number of attachments for each of your customers. Open up this one. It opens up in Notepad. Go to the next customer, for example. Here's his stuff. There's another one. You can open up Word documents, right? Like here's his resume. Double click. You'll see it open up in Word. And it's not really a resume. This is actually just one of my handbooks. But you get the point. You can use the same techniques to open up any kind of location or file on your hard drive. You can open up an Excel spreadsheet. You can open up another Access database. You can open up a PDF file. You can open up a web page. Here, for example, I'll show you how to take the customer's address and view it in Google Maps. Click on that, and your default web browser opens up, and it takes you right to a map of the location. And there it is. It opened it up in my default web browser and is displaying it for me. You can also make buttons to browse folders on your computer. If I click on this, it opens up my attachments folder. There it is. I can browse through all the attachments in that folder. So once again, learn more in my Opening Other Programs seminar. You can type in that link there, or you can click on the link in the description below this video window, and it'll take you right there. And of course, if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to post them in the comments or contact me on my website, accesslearningzone.com. If you enjoyed this tip, please give it a thumbs up and comment. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I've got lots of new videos that I release all the time. Make sure to visit my channel page. And of course, feel free to visit my website, accesslearningzone.com. I've got tons of Access lessons, tips, tricks, plus lessons for other subjects too. Excel, Word, Visual Basic, Windows, and lots more. You can watch my Level 1 courses absolutely free, no charge whatsoever. And if you like those, you can get Level 2, which is another 60 to 90 minute lesson, for just $1. Thanks a lot. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you real soon.